to a new video. Today we're in the gym. I'm going to be doing a lower body session today. It's not usually the day for a lower body session. My split is a little bit different because I felt really out of it this week and I did not train, and that's weird for me because I don't like missing training sessions. But I didn't train on Monday. I did do some cardio, and then I felt like, you know what, I just feel out of it. I feel listless. I feel kind of stuck in a rut, and that happens to us sometimes. So I decided that today, even though I am going to train, I'm going to talk a bit about what to do when you feel stuck in a rut. Now, I am very old school. I like writing, I like recording things. And sometimes, because I do record my workouts every week, like what I'm going to train that week. But then I would just train, and I'm looking, okay, I'm doing squats today. I don't feel much like training, so I pick up maybe like 105 pounds, and I do that for 4 rounds. And it's the same thing over and over. I'm losing the interest, I'm losing the motivation, and that's because I'm not recording my weight. So if you're feeling stuck, one of the things you need to think about is actually recording the weights, recording the reps. When you record it, you can look back and see, am I progressing? Am I doing any more? Am I getting any stronger? When you record it and you say, okay, last week I did 105 pounds, I need to push myself for 110 pounds this week. I need to do a little bit more reps. I need to maybe hold a pause rep. When you are recording things, you can keep track of your progress. And when you keep track of your progress, it helps you to get a little bit unstuck. Because feeling stuck usually means everything has become mundane, everything has become routine. You're not really paying any attention to your form or to your weight or to your reps. You're just kind of going through the motions. And I do get that sometimes in life, going through the motions of exercise is better than not doing it at all. But if you get to that point where you're thinking, oh, bah humbug, it just doesn't feel like it's doing anything for me. I'm just kind of going through the motions. Then it's time to grab a pen or maybe pick up your phone and start to record what you're actually doing in the gym. You know, something else that I think of when I think about feeling stuck, feeling bored, is lacking energy. When I think about feeling stuck, what comes to mind is feeling listless, feeling drained, feeling zapped of energy. And that tells me there's something off with your diet. Usually, when we're trying to lose weight, we're in the gym, our mindset is getting thin. So, we would stop using our carbohydrates. Well, the processed foods, I'm cool with that, but we kind of cut it way low. And then we don't have our energy source. So, if you realize you really don't feel like training, you're just going through the motions, look at what you're eating. Maybe you're having too much highly processed foods, which can give you the high and then the low, or you're not eating enough of your good energy producing carbohydrates. Think about your foods. Make protein your main macronutrient, and then plan your important carbohydrates around your protein source. And of course, a little bit of your healthy fats. Because when you're feeling stuck, a lot of the times your food is contributing to that. Another reason that you may be feeling stuck, it really might just be that you're feeling a little bit down. You're feeling depressed. You're feeling discouraged. And that can come because of the numbers. You wear a Fitbit, or you look at the calories burned on the treadmill, or some other source of defining the calories that you burn from your regular activity when you're in the gym. and you're saying, okay, I burnt 400 calories, and you feel like after burning that much calories every day, you should see a big dip on the scale weight. So the number on the scale is depressing you. The number of calories they say you're burning is depressing you because it's not equating. The numbers can get you down. I want you to realize that the numbers are not always accurate. None of the numbers. They're not always accurate. The scale number doesn't always tell you the true picture. You can be making changes without the scale moving. That's a fact. Though I still take my scale weight, I think it's important, but you need to understand it's not the full picture. And when you check the calories burned on a treadmill or on an elliptical machine, on your Fitbit, it's not always accurate because it can't take every single part of the equation isn't into that. So you might just be shaking, fanning because it's so hot, and it's saying that you're burning all these calories because your hand is moving. That's where the Fitbit is. So we need to understand that the numbers don't give us the full picture. If you're trying to lose weight, you need to look at everything: the numbers, look at the pictures, look at your measurements, how are your clothes fitting, how do you look in the mirror. You need to look at everything else. Don't let the numbers discourage you, because feeling stuck usually has to do with feeling down. So I am going to train now. I'm going to do a lower body session, and I'm going to post the clips of that session here. And I want to encourage you to keep going even when you're feeling stuck. If you have a goal, sit and think about, why did I make this goal in the first place? Let me up my intensity. Let me watch what I'm eating. Let me be intentional in my sets and reps, and put on a really popping playlist, and that should encourage you to get out of that rut and get back into the joy of training. Let's go train. Starting off this workout with a barbell deadlift. I did increase the weight as I go about this exercise, and I'm showing you here 3 clips where I'm doing 125 pounds in the first one, 135 pounds in the second one, and 145 pounds in the third clip. And now we move into a superset. Here I am doing a goblet squat where I come all the way up to my toes, and I'm also doing an elevated reverse lunge. I have the plate down so that I have a little bit of an elevation as I go into alternate reverse lunges. These are both difficult exercises, so it's important to take adequate rest when you've completed these 2 movements back to back. And now over to the last superset of this workout. We're doing a Bulgarian split squat. I'm only using 1 weight for this exercise to counterbalance. Keep your foot flush on the bench as you go low down. Supersetting this one with squat jumps where I'm touching the floor in between every rep. And that brings us to the end of my lower body session. And even though when I started this workout, I was feeling the way I spoke about, I was feeling a little bit off, a little bit down, a little bit lost in a rut. But I enjoyed the training. I really challenged myself. I pushed myself. I did take adequate rest in between those exercises because I did go heavy. I did make this workout very intense. But I feel good. The endorphins are released. I'm feeling really good about the workout I did today. I'm going to do a little bit of stretching. And I want to encourage you, when you're feeling stuck in a rut, do the things that I mentioned. Write things down. Make sure you're progressing. Watch what you're eating. And put on some kicking music. Decide on what you want. Commit to it. And I guarantee you, you will be successful. Happy training.